If you're a Jenna Ortega fan, if you're a Rachel Zegler fan, stick around. The voting has been done. You have spoken. The results are in. And yeah, it's not pretty. Make sure you are subscribed to the Latino Slam. If you are coming from our DEI disaster video, Rachel Zegler, thank you guys so much. If you haven't seen that video yet, boom, let's put it up right there. The link. This video is really simple, guys. I'm going to bring up the poll results, epic poll results, and then, of course, read some of your comments. Stick around at the end of the video as I am going to let you know about a letter that we are going to write. Okay, but let's go right now to these results. It was brought up to me, is Rachel a better actress than Jenna? This was a legit question by a legit supporter of the channel. No hyperbole, no fanning any flames here. And I thought it was interesting. I myself answered it. I said both were exceptionally talented, if we're talking about just talent. But then I was like, we need to ask everyone else here. We need to ask you all. So there's a recent question, right? So I leave it to you. Talent, range, professionalism, and track record. Granted, both have kind of shorter track records, but enough to judge on. Who you got? 199 votes, 95% Jenna Ortega, 5% Rachel Zegler, 5% Rachel Zegler. So, looks, I can, we're all pretty smart people here. We can deduce why you guys voted like that pretty quickly. But it says something to the whole idea of celebrity and the relationships that you have with your audience, your potential audience, your fan base. Who is your fan base? And that relationship, because the life of a celebrity on this level is pretty nuts. It's pretty nuts. It's basically a different reality, a different world of existing, working, and interacting with any other people. It's just very, very it's a hyper reality. So that being said, there's been celebrities that know how to interact with their fan base. And unfortunately, now more days you've seen younger celebrities not doing so well. So I think this poll says that. And now we're gonna bring up your comments. So let's go to the first one. Mike's loves cats. I don't know, let me bring it up here. Rachel has hobbled herself with her mouth. Jenna rises above being a loudmouth. Jenna will do more, entertain more, and last longer. Jenna is the real deal with core character. Um, I hear you, and I agree up to the point of entertaining more and lasting longer. Look, this business is funny. This movie making business, make believe, and Hollywood always loves a comeback. And Rachel is incredibly young, as is Jenna. Both are going to be around for decades, decades, because of their talent. So, yeah, it's way too early to write off uh, um, Rachel's career. Now, that being said, even the ones that have great relationships with their audiences, that's got nothing to do with the jobs that they take. They could, in earnest, take a job that's like great on paper. Maybe two or three movies down the line, they're all been flops, but they love their audience. The audience loves them, but they stop working. That happens all the time. That happens all the time. So, just want to throw that in there. Okay, so let's move on to some more Gary Grant says Jenna is a rising star. Suez contours, and there was a couple of these responses. Why are you comparing your women? That sounds awful. I didn't think Latinos played this game. Well, this is listen, we're an entertainment channel. We're, we put this poll up yes, in fun, but also to get a feed, a beat on what you guys think. No one's pitting women against women. It's two talented actors, and it says again, it says a lot about how these two different actors handle their careers and handle their fan base. That's it. That's it. No need to get crunk. All right, we got more. Let me see what else do we got. Marco Ortega, she for being the junior of the two. That's right. I think Jenna is a year or two younger, like 21, and Ziegler's 23. Also have more film television experience. This will probably continue with Ziegler because although being the 2024 action movie star of the year in female. Um, so yeah, the thing is with Ortega, she grew up in the business, Disney kid. She knows the business. She knows how to be professional. Ortega was plucked out of high school to do West Side Story and really hasn't had a moment to breathe probably up until very recently. And we're going to talk about that when we talk about the letter that we are going to send out. Most definitely, Jenna, due to her range of acting. Laura A says. Solomon, the vote was a landslide. Um, Thomas Bowman, this will end. Let me see. Oh, wait, we got a couple here. Harry, excuse me. Henry says, I mean, Rachel is a good actress. She just comes across as immature and spoiled actress. Look at this. Henry is a fan of yours, saying you're a talented actor. Just come across as immature and spoiled. Thomas Bowman, this will end in tears for Rachel. Jenna is starting to branch out into more complex roles. This will be interesting to see where Jenna goes compared to Rachel. And then Michelle Adams says, personality aside, just talent. Rachel is a great singer. I saw several clips of her singing in musicals before she was famous. Her problem is when she talks. Her problem is when she talks. So there you have it, guys. A lot of those kind of same sentiments and dozens of comments to you guys. Thank you guys for voting. We tend to put up polls all the time on our community tab. Make sure you guys are subscribed. A couple of things here, guys, before we close out, and we're going to talk about this letter to Rachel. Excuse me. In that being in that what's coming up next. As you know, what we know is Ortega's doing Beetlejuice 2. She's filming right now, Wednesday, season 2. Those are big household IPs. Rachel is actually going to Broadway. She's actually rehearsals in right now. She's in rehearsals right now for Romeo and Juliet. I think it is a musical iteration. I think that is an incredible move for her. It's back to her roots. I think she's going to get grounded. I think she's going to really feel good in the confines of theater. So we might even go and see it in New York. So that's what's happening. And you never know what transpires. Like, let's just say that iteration of Romeo and Juliet becomes a hit, and then they do the musical version. They do the film starring Rachel, and it's a lauded hit. Let's say Beetlejuice is a flop. Wednesday season 2 is a flop. Kind of highly unlikely, but you never know. What we also know is that Rachel has done 2 films that met with very little fanfare, though her acting was respected. The Finest Kind with Tommy Lee Jones and Miller's Girl with Martin Freeman. Both kind of came and went. Both are streaming now for you guys to check out. And like one of the comments said, shows her acting range. They are purely small indie films, even though they're with some acting heavyweights, they're more of character driven, which I think is a fantastic move for Ortega. It shows that she's not afraid to take on different subjects. Okay, I promised you guys the letter. What is the letter? Well, we are drafting a letter that I'm going to write, and I'm not going to send off, but we're gonna have it here debut, and it's called Dear Rachel. These are gonna be 5 tips if I was her manager on navigating her acting career. And let me just we'll just give you a we'll give you a a little hint here. Actually, we'll just read them up. Get a vision for your life, get humility, get a life, a real private life. Go dark, and I don't mean, go get a tan, but dark on social media, and go small. Indie film and theater. Look, you already did that. So we're gonna have that as a cool video. All Jenna Ortega and Rachel Zegler playlists are on the main page. Go there right now. Let me know your thoughts. I really appreciate you all wherever you're at. Keep your slam fuerte. Gracias.